Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. I've been getting a lot of requests to make an IS-5 video. It's been a very long time since I've made a video. It's a tank it is a good tank. It is a very good tank, and the only problem is there's so many heavy tanks in tier 8 now that this has really kind of been forgotten about. Now, it shouldn't be forgotten about, because this tank right here is probably the tank that is the best value for money that you'll ever get in this game, except if you bought the Kennyotsu for $5. But apart from the Kennyotsu for $5 that was only on sale for a short time, this tank right here is definitely the best value tank in the entire game. Now, it costs, what is it, 1,500 gold, something like that. It's crazy. And the best thing is that you can get this tank any time. If you haven't got this tank, all you need is to get up to tier 10 on your clan supplier. If you're not in a clan and you're on tier 10 and you haven't got this tank, join a clan to get this tank. All you need to do is join a clan that is in the tier 10 clan supply level, and you will be able to get this tank for 1,500 gold. That is cheap for a tier 8 tank. That is mega cheap, the cheapest that you will ever get a tier 8 tank, without a doubt. And the best thing is, as I've said, you can get it as soon as you reach tier 10 on your clan supply. You can go and get this tank. It will come up in your clan supply that you can unlock this tank. The camo is actually, the Guardian camo, I think is about the same, 1,500 gold. So your camo costs exactly the same as the tank does. So back in the day when this first come, there was a lot of IS-5s about, and to be honest, there still is. It's still quite a popular tank, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't played it for a while because there's just so many other tier 8 heavies that I would play over that now. And the WZ111-2 or whatever it is, the Object 252U, there is loads of other tanks. But that doesn't mean that this tank is bad. This tank is actually very, very good. The accuracy is not the greatest, but it is a Russian heavy. The armor is where this tank really, really shines. It's so troll. I mean, you can bounce from your sides, your front, your rear. It's a Russian heavy. You're going to bounce from your sides easy, and you'll be surprised. And it's very annoying when you shoot these IS tanks at places that you should be able to pen, and it just bounces. That's the best thing about this tank, is because it is the Russian heavy. I would definitely pick this tank over the IS-6 any day of the week. I do think it's better. The armor wise is better. It is a pike nose, so you do have to be careful when you are angling. But the thing with this, other than not like the IS-7 in tier 10, when you are sort of angling, your armor's still really good, and your bottom plate is still very, very strong, especially against the tier 7 mediums and tier 7 light tanks. You're going to get some bounces. I think the biggest thing for me on this is, it's not even the penetration. You're going to suffer, but that's just like really the same as the IS-6 and things like that. The penetration isn't the greatest. You're still gonna do well in the tank. I mean, don't expect to go out and do 2,000 damage every game or block 2,000 damage every game, but you can do it a hell of a lot, and you will bounce a hell of a lot, especially when you are top tier. In tier 9, you're not going to bounce as many as you would in tier 7, without a doubt. But it's a good tank. It is a good tank, but it's just not a tank that I really enjoy playing. And as I've said at the beginning, the only reason I don't really enjoy playing these is because I've just played so many 120, 122 millimeter heavies that they're just boring now. They're boring, and I tend to sort of stay away. The IS-6, I own the IS-6 and the IS-6 Fearless. I don't play them. I mean, the T-34 in tier 8 is one of the best heavies in tier 8. I don't even play that. And the Object 252U, everyone says it's OP. I don't play that no more. I can't even tell you the last time I played the Object 252U, because for me they're just boring, because they've been around for so long, and there's just other tanks I enjoy playing more in tier 8, like the Scorpion G for instance, and tanks like that I really enjoy playing. But I would definitely recommend getting this tank. I mean, for 1500 gold, you can just go watch some videos for gold for a few weeks and you're going to get this tank. So it's definitely worth the money, it's definitely worth getting, and it is a tank that is definitely worth keeping. Wouldn't sell this tank for a free-to-play player. As soon as you get to tier 10 clan supplies, just join a clan, any clan, and get the tank. It's definitely worth it. If as I've said, if you're a free-to-play player, then this is going to be a good tank for you. It's going to earn credits, you're going to perform really well, you're going to bounce, and you're going to have pretty much a new premium in your garage for basically nothing. All you got to do is grind the game, get to tier 10 clan supply, watch a few videos. While you're grinding to get to the tier 10, you will have enough gold definitely to be able to purchase this tank. So this battle here, I mean, we're gonna have one more battle after this. You already see the shot I had on the IS-5 earlier. He was side, he was facing the side, and I still bounced. He wasn't red. It's just one of those troll bounces that will always happen when you're in this tank. So last up, we're on Mine Ruins, and we are we are bottom tier. So definitely take a few heat rounds, because when you are bottom tier, you will struggle you're going to struggle to pen the tier 9 heavy tanks, and even some mediums like the T54, the E50. You're going to struggle to pen them as well. So do take a few heat rounds. I think I've got the same amount of heat than I do APCR. When you're top tier, obviously you won't need as many. So we're gonna, the enemy have got a light tank and a medium tank. We've got 2 medium tanks, but we've got majority heavy tanks. So we decided to start pushing towards base A. The enemy are pretty much all around the C area. You can see on the mini map there's quite a few tanks that is spotted. I mean, what, 4, 5, 4. So we're going to come around this corner, and there is a Yag Tiger there. So really we wanted to get out and to see where he is, but instead the Yag Tiger is a bit further on B, but there is the KPF, which is a tier 9 heavy tank that can deal a lot of damage, and we're now 1 tank down. So what we want to do is side scrape. We want to side scrape. Reverse side scraping in this thing is fantastic, but definitely if you can, just get into those side scraping positions, because you will be able to bounce a hell of a lot of shots when you're side scraping. So always try and side scrape. Reverse side scrape even better, because you're not showing your pike nose. But it's not a bad tank when you start playing it like that, and you start seeing your damage, your block damage counter go up and up and up. And we are going to do that in this game. I mean, I'm sorry for that IS-3 for blocking you. I really didn't mean to. So now I want to push this guy. He is a one shot, and as I've said, he's a big gun to get rid of. And now we are winning on guns for the time being. So the WZ-111 is getting rushed by a few of our teams, so I do go around to take the kill shot to get rid of him. We're not worried about damage. I mean, I hardly ever worry about damage. If I can clear tanks, then I'm going to clear tanks. And this is where we're going to start getting into that side scraping position. Obviously, we are a pike nose, as I've said, so if you come at this kind of angle, then don't expect to bounce a good gun. But if you're here and you're hiding your pike nose, just like we are here, then yes, you're going to start bouncing. And that's why I say, if you can, reverse side scrape, because you don't show that pike nose. So that's the Yag Tiger gone. I mean, we've only bounced 1 from that Yag Tiger, but I really just wanted to show you how to bounce and get yourself into those positions. Don't get into a position where you are side scraping against a building and you pull back to take the shot, because they will shoot your pike nose pretty easily. So we're going to get the final kill in on that Pantera for our 3rd kill. We only do, what, 2,600 damage, nothing special, but that's pretty much, you're not going to get massive damage games in this tank, and it does make some credits. I mean, 49,000 credits, not too bad. So if you haven't got it, go get it. Go get the tier 10 clan supply as quick as you can, because it is definitely a tank well worth the gold. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.